Hey, this is Chuck, and you are listening to Fans with Bands, the podcast where we talk to the fans and the bands they dig about life, music, and whatever the hell else we want to talk about. Today on Fans with Bands, we are talking to one of Detroit's best hard rock bands, Edison Hollow. Check it out. Hey, this is Chuck with Fans with Bands, and I am talking to Tyler, Jordan, Aaryn, and Dave from the band Edison Hollow. And we've got fans, Stephanie, Jennifer, and then Chene was here. He's picking up sushi. He'll be back, and hopefully some other people will be joining too. But how's everybody doing?
Great.
Good. Doing awesome, man.
Awesome.
Mike is with Jennifer also.
Oh, all right, Mike.
Hey!
There he is. All right. Excellent. So, I actually kind of stumbled upon you guys. I saw it was a live footage at Grove Studio, and for some reason I wasn't there, but I did get to see it. And I was like checking it out online, like, well, who the hell are these guys? Edison Hollow. I never even heard of them. And it was like super. I was drawn to you guys as soon as I heard you play, because watching you live, it was like super electric. There's like good rock bands, and then I put you guys in a different class because some bands have they don't have the right, at least the live chemistry, the sound, and either they're like maybe a little too metalcore or something for me, or they're like not enough rock. And you guys had this really good balance of being super hard rock, fun, but also melodic too. You've got a variety of tunes. So, I just want to say thanks for being here, because I really enjoyed the music. Super good.
Well,
hey, thank you.
Thanks for all those words, man. You don't have to do all that.
So I do have a question, and before I get to the fans, because this is total participation. It's not just about me. Everybody's got to be involved, and I want to make sure the fans and the bands get together. But I got a question about your name. So Edison Hollow. So it's a really interesting name, and in my mind, I was thinking maybe you guys really admired, Thomas Edison, but you thought he was a hollow man, and so Edison Hollow. So how did that name come about?
I could see the point to be made there.
Yeah, that's the best one I've heard yet, I think.
Pretty much. So when we dropped our debut record at the beginning of this pandemic, April 4th of 2020, and it was already recorded for a year. Like, the album was well and done before we figured out a name for ourselves. And just literal months of just names in the band chat and texting and all that stuff. But I was just one day I was just what if we just went with something dumb, and just named it after the basement or something. And so I pitched Edison's Hollow, and then Tyler was well, what if we just made it Edison Hollow? And we were just yep, that's it.
That's the name.
That's the name.
Nice.
And it has this cool if you know, little background knowledge. But we're in the Hollow right now. Behind us.
Nice.
This is it.
And
we also shot a music video down here too, so
cool.
It gets its due diligence.
Yeah, the Circle of Madness music video, all the performance shots were shot in here.
And on a futon right outside that door.
Very nice. That's cool. And so Edison, is that where is that at? Is that the street?
That's where we're at.
That's
the street.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. Very
so
cool.
It's the Hollow on Edison.
Nice. Very nice.
Edison Hollow.
Cool. Hold on one second. I got a couple of people that want to get into
Bashar.
Bashar, that's the greatest merch guy ever.
Best merch guy ever.
Yeah. So as soon as he connects audio, I gotta find out about this, because it sounded like he was going crazy. Was that the show you guys did in what was it, Indiana or something like that?
Iowa.
Nice.
Yeah, that is his first time being a merch guy, and he nailed it. Hi, Bashar.
We're talking about you, Bashar.
So,
how's it going?
He is the merch manager. He's the merch manager.
Right.
So Bashar, we heard that that you were outselling the band and getting more contacts and free beers than anybody else. So what is the magic behind that?
I think the magic is really just knowing Jordan and the band for a while, just being able to talk about personally what I love about the band and what I've learned about how they got started. So that's a lot of the people were just really interested in the show, and the first few songs just got everybody so interested. They started coming up to the table, asking questions,
Cool.
and I had the answers.
Awesome. I get the answers. So how did this is part of what I like to do with Fans with Bands is talk to the fans about how they got interested in the band. So what's your origin story with Edison Hollow? Bashar, that would be to you.
Talking to me?
Yes.
Yeah.
My origin story is Shane Bailey and Jordan Stockdale in the 6th grade. I just seen Shane on the call too, but
Yeah.
I got to know them, and literally from day one, Jordan's always just been so passionate about guitar, and seeing him formulate, like each time he tries to form a band, and just seeing the growth up till now. Edison Hollow, I've known them from the beginning, just because I've known back from when they were Red Baron and even before that. So that's how I got introduced to it.
Very cool. Shane, how about you, man? How did you get same? I guess it's the same story then. 6th grade.
No,
Way
back to like year 3, like straight out of the hood, you know. But Jordan grew up down the block together, and we were childhood friends. And same thing with Bashar, you know. Even going back to like Come Out Swinging, that's like old school, like high school bands there, you know. But I remember all the way back.
Awesome. And we've got Eric. Eric, can you hear us?
Eric, we see you, but we don't hear you.
Yeah.
We don't see you either, actually.
Yeah, he may be lurking. So how about Stephanie?
Oh, I'm the mother of all of them. I didn't birth them all, but they're all mine. I
Awesome.
feel gifted because every single one of them are special. Every one of them.
Fantastic.
You just touched my heart.
You know I love you.
And Jennifer and I totally blanked out. Is it Mike?
And
How did you guys? Band
I'm
mom.
Tyler's mom.
All right.
My mom.
Tyler's stepdad.
All right.
He's everybody's mom still. We
Yeah.
all have multiple moms.
Look at him.
So I heard there were some kind of like 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon as far as Aaryn and Tyler goes.
It's not even that. It's weirder than that. So me and Aaryn, if there's any truth to
Quantum entanglement, as he likes to call it, Aaryn and I are quantumly entangled because both of our mother's name are Jennifer. It's not the same woman. Both of our fathers have the same birthday. Both of our mothers have the same birthday.
Yeah.
What?
And then if you put our birthdays like on like parts in between each other, like the phases of where the planet's at in our solar system's kind of weird. Like it's almost like it's weird
It's
stuff.
messed up. It doesn't make any. It's weird.
That's awesome. Crazy. So
It was just funny finding out because at first, like the first time it happened, it was our dad's birthday because it's April 27th.
oh, cool.
So he's like, "Oh, it's my dad's birthday today." I was like, "Oh, no shit, mine too." And then Mother's Day comes around, and it's like, "Oh, it's my mom's birthday," and I'm like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
So May 15th or no, May 12th, right?
Or May 11th.
May 11th. All right. Yeah. Very cool. I was going to say, because if it was May 15th, it would be the same birthday as my sister, but that
My
is not-
brother's birthday is May 15th.
All right.
Yeah, mine's
So
the
we're
12th.
entangled too.
There you go. And anybody have an early birthday in April?
No.
Oh, God damn it. All right. So I'm alone in that awesomeness there. All right, cool.
There you go.
Oh, hey, Ira, what's going on, man?
Hey,
Can you hear us, buddy?
that's the homie right there.
I
What
don't
up?
know. I don't know who that is.
That's
Ira?
our singer.
Oh, the singer of Busby.
Yeah.
Hello, Iro.
Steve.
Oh, he must be struggling with audio with Eric.
He's
All right.
silent.
We'll come back to those guys.
Him and Eric are both silent. That's all right. We got
Yeah.
to just hang out.
So I have a question as far as like the style of music, as far as what you guys think the style of music that you play is. Do you consider it hard rock? I mean, there's some elements, especially Jordan's guitar playing is pretty metally as far as the the riffs and the solos. But where do you guys think you fit into that spectrum of music?
Well, we just tell everybody it's rock and roll music. I think divisive language is silly, so I don't like putting anything in any genres, really. It's good music.
At least we try to write the best songs that we can, you know.
Because we try to write a lot of different kinds of things, and
we're all inspired by a lot too.
yeah, like my favorite kinds of music are old 1940s blues musicians.
Oh, cool.
And, like Dave's a big punk guy, and Jordan loves Van Halen, and so on and so forth. And we all kind of have things that overlap, but we like getting a little bit of all that stuff put together. And yeah, I don't care much to classify it.
Yeah, every time we try it, just like it's just easy to just call it rock and roll, but we're open to suggestions.
Yeah, you can call it whatever you want. Man.
Yeah, I've heard dad rock thrown out a couple times. And
with it,
sometimes you just got to own it. Be like, hell yeah, it's dad rock.
Yeah, I'll get the white New Balances.
They're still playing that shit on the radio, right?
Right. Oh man. Oh, good Lord. So, what was the inspiration? I mean, there's a lot of inspirations as far as music goes, but what was like a pivotal turning point in your life where you said, I want to play music, but I don't want to just like jam in my room with, records or whatever. I want to get a band together and I want to write original music, not just do covers and stuff. So let's kind of go around the horn and.
Well, Jordan can start.
Okay. Well, that's what I was like. That's what I grew up around was cover bands. My dad was in the cover band. My mom was in the cover band with him.
Oh, cool.
And that's what I kind of was just like, well, you know what? It's fun for me, and that's what I want to do. So I was like, my original whole idea was like, all right, well, I'll just get with Tyler. We'll learn a bunch of covers, and we'll start jamming. And then he was just like, nah, dude, we're writing original tunes. And I was just like, well, I don't want to. And he was like, nah, we're writing original tunes. And I was like, okay, I guess we're writing original tunes. These are badass. I can't say no. So the train just kept rolling, and I kept fucking loving the shit we were writing. And there it is. Now we're original band.
Awesome.
Talk to
Very
Tyler.
Cool.
Yeah, when I was young, there's a picture of me as a baby when I was probably 18 months old. We have a fact checker. I was 2 years old. And my mom had bought my dad this Washburn acoustic guitar. It was twice the size of my infant body. But there's a picture of me sitting on the couch playing it. So that was it. That was always it for me. And when I was 6, I got my first electric guitar. And when I was 7 or 8, I actually won an award for composition in my age range.
Oh, cool.
I don't even remember what the organization was that gave me the award, but I got the plaque somewhere. I never bothered to hang it up. But so since I was young, it's the easiest way for me to express myself. And so, but I can't do it, you got to have a band.
Yep.
My favorite things are bands. And rock is my favorite kind of music I care to express myself in. And so when I met Jordan, I was 15 or 16, and it was like I was trying to be a lead guitar player, singer kind of guy.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, well, I might as well give that up now, and try to join this guy's band, which is here we are. So
Awesome.
Miss you now.
I mean, for me, I started delinquency when I was 13. So I stopped playing sports and I started skateboarding for a brief period of time. Ended up finding myself at a couple punk shows at transitions when they used to have them. And then a lot of my friends were in bands in high school. I could never really get one together. And that's when I was teaching myself how to play drums. So, yeah, just seeing punk bands at skate parks, I was like, shit, I want to play some punk rock,
Yeah.
And then through the chain of events that is the music scene, just finding myself in all these different bands and doing all sorts of different genres, and just the occupation of it all. It's so much fun. It's a great outlet to have,
Yeah.
Highly recommend it.
Awesome. Dave, how about you?
For me, kind of similar to Aaryn. I used to skateboard back in the day when I was like 15, 16. And I was super into that, but I was also super into music. A lot of the stuff like, playing Tony Hawk's Pro Skater back in the day. I got into like punk and ska
Oh yeah.
around that time. And I ended up breaking my ankle skateboarding, and I wasn't able to skate for, almost like a year. So I'm sure you remember Dallas from Rick and Pass.
Yeah.
We grew up together, and he played guitar in a punk band. I had him teach me a few riffs and stuff like that, some Blink-182 stuff, and I ended up, picking it up, semi quickly, and then I started playing guitar in their punk band, which was really fun. And then we ended up kicking out the bass player of that band, so that's when I switched to bass.
Oh, okay.
And I've been playing bass ever since.
Cool. Very cool. So when you guys were, so this is kind of the question for everybody. When you look back in time and look back at concerts you've gone to, what was one concert that sticks out in your mind as being one of your favorites?
You need a second.
I need a sec.
I have two.
Throw
One
'em out
is
there.
seeing. All right, one was seeing Black Sabbath for the first time.
Oh, with
On the
Dio?
13 tour.
Oh, all right, cool.
Yeah, I was super late to the draw on seeing Sabbath. That concert changed me forever. And then seeing the Descendants at the Fillmore in Detroit with the Suicide Machines and Radke, that was
Nice.
probably one of the greatest concerts I've ever seen. The Descendants are one of my favorite bands, and I pushed all the way to the guardrail like immediately, right in front of Milo Ackerman and Bill Stevenson, just like, oh my God, like I'm seeing this. That was their first time playing Detroit since I've been alive.
Oh, that's
So,
awesome. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think mine. I haven't been to actually very many like big time concerts because they're expensive.
Yeah.
But I was at that Black Sabbath 13 tour. I was at the same show.
Oh,
Another weird thing. I don't think we do this all the time.
Not at all.
The Rival Sons opened up, and I was already pretty into the Rival Sons. But getting to see them live was pretty important to me. And I've seen them 2 other times since then. They're probably in my top 3, definitely in my top 3 favorite bands of all time. I saw Metallica and stuff at Comerica Park, and it was a great show. But it's not Metallica in their prime or anything.
yeah, no.
And Sabbath was great, but as far as like something I could project onto, because the Rival Sons are still fairly new. I mean, they've been around a decade now, but
Yeah, they're a great band though.
yeah, they're it for me.
Yeah.
So seeing them was probably pretty amazing. But there was one other band that I've seen live that like absolutely blew me away. It's this band they're from Kansas or New Orleans, I don't know. This band called Carrie Nation and the Speakeasy.
Oh, okay. I don't think I heard them.
You should see them live.
Okay.
It is a fantastic show. They play this like swanky sort of. They got like a horn section and an upright bass. And
Dallin Buckley from Larry and His Flask plays upright bass. They if you look at Larry and His Flask's like Instagram, they tag him in a bunch of stuff. They're super dope.
That's
Cool.
their show they put on is something I strive for. It's a great show.
Yeah,
Awesome.
they're so tight. Like, oh my God.
Think of something.
Yeah. Well, of course, I've seen the almighty powerful Van Halen twice, so that's on the top.
Very
you know.
nice.
Love so.
Very nice.
And then one that actually blew me away was seeing Pearl Jam live, because my buddy actually dragged me to go see Pearl Jam, and I hated Pearl Jam. Absolutely hated Pearl Jam. Couldn't stand it. Couldn't stand it, dude. Wasn't my thing. But when I went to see him, it was just like, holy crap, these guys are musicians. These guys blew me away. And I'm forever a Pearl Jam fan after I first seen them live.
That's cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
Dave, how about you, man?
Dave. For me, it wasn't any specific artist. I would just say the very first show that I went to was Warped Tour back in 2001, and that was like my first time seeing like any live bands, and that was just awesome.
Yeah, I think I might have gone to that show.
Yeah, it was, for seeing all that stuff, like I didn't know how loud it was going to be. I didn't know like what all the bands were going to sound like because I wasn't very familiar with very many of them.
Yeah.
So yeah, that just blew me away. And then there was also a band I saw. It was a couple of years ago. I was actually at one of Justin's spots after the Rockery at the Brass Monkey.
Okay.
There was a surf band that came through called Dikaiju. Oh, and they all wore like geisha masks and stuff, but they drug the drum set in the middle of the bar and like they were lighting it on fire and having other people play their instruments. And like, it was just wild. It was like one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
You got to see them, Chuck. Next time they come through, I'll make sure that it's on your radar.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. That sounds fun. That sounds awesome. Have you guys ever seen The Armed?
Oh yes, dude. I have video of them from No Rest Fest at the Trumbleplex. And there's a little nook like, behind the stage and above it that I was sitting in because I have some friends that like live there and shit.
Yeah.
So I got to see them absolutely destroy that place from like this little nook behind the stage.
Yeah, you got to take cover when those guys play.
Yeah, their new album is also just absolutely fantastic. They're like one of my favorite Michigan bands next to like Bear versus Shark.
Yeah, I love those dudes. So Stephanie, what was a show that was pivotal to you in your concert experience?
Actually, for music, actually, what was pivotal for me was when we went to see Van Halen at the Joe in Jordan, watching him, Eddie Van Halen play. That was pivotal for me. I was like, yep, that's a guitar player right there. But who's mad at the lady in front of him that was dancing back and forth? And he was just so aggravated. But his eyes were completely on Eddie Van Halen the whole entire time. So.
Yeah. Well, Eddie, geez.
What a great guitar player.
Yeah. Yeah. He's fantastic. Shane, how about you?
Oh, I was doing chores around the house.
That was hilarious.
Man, I'd hate to say it, but I went to the same Van Halen show. It was like 2 nights later, and that was a kick-ass fucking show. That's the only way. That was a great show, man.
Awesome.
The modern exchange is pretty cool too. I'll give that a little props as well.
Who was that?
The Modern Exchange had a lot of good bands out of there as well.
Yeah.
There was a lot of great shows there.
Cool. And Shane's back to domestic duties. Cool.
Back to choring.
He's working on to see his dirty house because I made a comment the other day about how he needed it clean.
Oh, actually, Sophie's been out of town for 10 days, so I don't want her to come back and be like, "Oh shit, Shane hasn't done anything." So I thought hours at the very least, so I got something going on.
Yeah. There you go. All right, Jennifer.
What was a pivotal concert for you, Mom?
A what?
A pivotal concert for you
in your life.
Pivotal. It's a big word.
That's what I said.
I think I could say I think my favorite. Well, I think I have two.
Yeah, it could be favorite.
And they were the two that I went. Well, no, I don't know. Metallica was awesome that we saw with.
Volbeat.
Yes, Volbeat. I forgot how much I liked them. And the Rival Sons that we saw downtown at the Fillmore, that was nice because it was a small venue. That was awesome. And Black Sabbath was awesome too. But I hadn't been to a concert prior to those concerts in a really long time. So those are my three favorites. Awesome. And you were there for all of them.
Yeah.
And Mike?
Mike, sorry.
Yeah, Mike, what's your favorite concert?
Pink Floyd. I'm old.
Pink Floyd. Where was that at?
Pink Floyd shirt.
I witnessed Pink Floyd concert. I don't know, a couple years ago. Well, yeah, no, it's been like 10 years.
probably 30.
Was that?
Yeah.
Was that the Silver Dome or
Silver Dome?
or something else? Yeah.
Oh my God. It was Silver Dome, and I was working actually concession, and I walked the whole Pink Floyd concert. That was the best concert I ever had.
Awesome. Let's see. Eric, can you hear us? Are you there, buddy?
Eric. Mr. Eric.
Go ahead and figure it out.
Nope. How about Iro?
This I want to know. This
Iro.
motherfucker, he's seen some shows.
Iro,
Come
dude,
on.
can you hear us? These two dudes are
They're MIA, man.
yeah, they're out of it. All right. So another thing I like to know about is, and so this may dovetail right into your concert experience. So we'll see. What was the first album you bought with your own money?
That was a Howlin' Wolf record.
Really?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Because I remembered, I don't remember where I was working at the time. It was either my first or second job. And I was like, my dad's record player, I always listened to my dad's record player and his record collection. And I'd worn it all out, and he didn't have, some stuff that I wanted. So I finally had enough, and I went down to Dearborn Music.
Oh, that's a
which is
great
where
story.
I get all my records. And the first thing I picked up was the Howlin' Wolf record. I can't remember what it was called. The one with the guitar sitting in the chair.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can't think of the
I can't think of the name, but that was the first vinyl I purchased.
Very cool.
He's the greatest blues singer of all time.
Yeah, hell yeah. Jordan.
Mine had to be some random local band at the Modern Exchange because it's where I probably spent my own money on stuff like that. I don't remember. Maybe the scenery, if I had to guess.
Very cool.
Yep.
And Aaryn.
So for me, my parents were huge music buffs, like through and through, and my dad showed me death metal when I was like 6 years old. But the first CD that I ever spent my own money on was Leprosy by Death. It was at the old Dearborn Music location, and funnily enough, if you go outside the old location on Monroe Street and you look in the concrete, someone wrote Carcass and Slayer, and it's super faded now. But they wrote it in the concrete, and it was my dad and his buddy. They were there for the Carcass. Carcass was doing a signing because they had just released Heartwork.
Oh, my God.
So they were waiting in line, and there was fresh concrete. So his buddy wrote Slayer, and my dad wrote Carcass.
Holy shit, that would have been awesome.
Yeah, I have a picture of it somewhere. I'll have to post it.
Well, I mean, just being able to go see those guys at a signing, Carcass, that album, Heartwork, that got me into death metal. That and At the Gates. I mean, those two
dude,
bands.
At the Gates is so good.
Yeah.
Slaughter of the Soul, that whole album is just chef's kiss.
A buddy of mine gave me Heartwork, and he gave me it's not Slaughter of the Soul. It's the album before with At the Gates.
Is the blue cover one?
It's got the red cover. It's shoot.
Or Blinded by Fear and Slaughter of Soul are
Blinded by Fear is the one with the blue cover, but
okay.
Yeah. I'll think of it later. But anyway. Yeah, awesome. Dave, how about you?
For me, I'm not. It probably wasn't with my own earned money, from a job. But I remember the first album that I had my mom buy for me, one that I picked out myself, was actually Rage Against the Machine's self-titled.
Nice. Very nice.
And I've always been a huge fan of that band, ever since.
One of the best.
Yeah. And Chene, what was your first album you bought? And it doesn't have to be vinyl.
I think it was Sublime Gold. It was released and unreleased songs by Sublime, and it was kind of greatest hits and underground hits as well. It was pretty good. It was a pretty good CD.
Very cool. And Stephanie, how about you? Oh, Stephanie might have froze.
Stephanie.
Oh. All right, we'll come back to Stephanie. Mike.
What?
How about you? What was your first album?
First record you bought?
My first album is AC/DC, Back in Black.
Nice. That's a good one. Excellent.
There was an experience for me that I will never forget.
Awesome. So why was it such a memorable experience?
Well, I'm really old, so
So am I, man. It's good.
when I came back and I played Black and Black at my house on a record player, the day that I fucking first fired up the album,
Yeah.
we had a lightning strike at my house in Sterling Heights, and it cut the album completely out. And that was at the beginning of the fucking album. So that is my album right there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah.
Mom, what was your first record?
I was trying to remember. The first thing I ever would have bought with my own money would have been a cassette. Way back.
What was it?
I think it was Dockin'. I don't remember the album, but I remember loving that band.
Yeah, like maybe Tooth and Nail.
Everybody loves Dockin'. Breaking the chains.
Breaking the chains.
Breaking the chains. I said that right off the bat.
I can't remember, but I had Dockin' and was it Dio and
Dockin' was the clip album.
Rat, Warrant, all those.
Mom, put him to bed.
Warrant. Yeah.
Put him to
He's
bed.
going to bed soon.
We're old.
We're here to
Good.
support.
Thank you.
Love you, Mike.
And Stephanie, what was your first album?
Well, I'm gonna date myself. I'm an '80s kid. My first album that I bought was Blondie. Call Me.
Oh, fantastic! That's a great album.
Hell yeah.
Fantastic.
I wasn't
And,
into metal yet.
Blondie was punk rock, man.
Yeah, they were great. Yeah.
100%.
The Pretenders. Pretenders.
My favorite bands is Joan Jett.
Yeah. Well, yeah, in the early 80s was a lot of the it was the Go-Go's and the Cars and
The Pretenders and Jay Giles band and
Oh,
Loverboy and
Loverboy, yeah. Wow. Wasn't what was that guy?
love that. Love to hear
John
it.
Waite?
Yep.
Wasn't he in that band?
Yep. Missing You. That was a really good
Yeah.
that was a really good
Oh, yeah.
song. That was his lullaby song.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You guys, maybe Edison Hollow can cover that song.
No,
Yeah.
I want to do a Marvin Gaye cover.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
Earth, Wind and Fire, because the jam is.
I've been trying to cover a Schoolhouse
Yeah,
Rock
so-
song. I think that's
If I heard a
Yes.
song from the
See,
80s, I'd
people
break
have
out
to
the Aquanet.
So that's another good question. If you guys were going to cover a song, what would you cover?
Lick It Up by Kiss.
Nice.
Fuck you,
Nice.
well, we do some covers now. So I'm. You saying like if we each had to pick one,
Yeah. Yeah. If you
what we wanted to do?
yeah.
Oh, you'll have to give me a sec. You know?
Tom Sawyer Rush.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that'd be great. I want to do it, dude. I'm into that. Mine would definitely be. I want to do like a beefed up version of Strange Brew by Cream.
Oh, that's a great tune. Yeah, that'd be cool.
There was a band. I actually saw them do it at Fuzz Fest. Do you remember Cockhorse used to do "Sunshine of Your Love"?
Oh yeah, yeah. That was a really cool version of it too.
Yeah, dude, it was so sick.
Yeah.
The bass tone they used for that
Yeah.
was just outrageous.
Yeah, it was fantastic. Dave, how about you, man?
Who, me?
Yeah, cover. What would you do?
I don't know. I just have all troll requests. That's all. I always thought it'd be cool, like because I'm pretty sure that we'd be able to pull it off. But I believe in a thing called "Love" by The Darkness. I think would be really fun.
Oh, that would
Very
be.
cool.
I found mine. We do a Rival Sons song already called "Pressure and Time."
Yeah.
But I'd really like to do "Run from Revelation." It's one of the ones off of Head Down.
Awesome.
Sleepwalking.
Sleepwalker.
Yeah, Sleepwalker.
The hell's making all that noise?
Yeah. Hey, Joey, are you there? How's it going, man? There's a little bit of background noise over there.
Yeah, sorry.
Are you wrestling a baby?
It's Joey Hess. What's up, man?
What's up, brother?
How you doing?
Pretty good.
This is Jordan Stockdale and friends.
Yeah.
Hey, that basement looks familiar there,
You
bud.
brought the whole street, Jordan.
How you good to know, man? Well, this is the Edison Street crew, is what it is now.
Awesome.
Yes, sir.
Everybody in here grew up on Edison Street.
So Joey, we were talking about concerts and albums. What was the first album you bought?
Actually, Jordan gave me it.
What was it? Do you remember?
It's upstairs in my room. I do not remember the album that Jordan gave me.
Oh, Jordan. And Jordan doesn't remember either.
I don't remember either.
Was it an album or a magazine?
No, it was an album.
Implications there.
It was the one that he actually my name was in it.
Oh
Oh,
no, we're talking like your first music. I gave you that too. That was he's talking about our album that we gave him.
Oh, okay.
We're talking about when you were first discovering your own taste of music. Like what did you go out and purchase yourself? You
I
decided.
want to say either Slipknot or Godsmack.
Yeah.
Nice.
There you go. All right.
Nice. And what was your what was a pivotal concert for you? One of your favorite concerts you saw?
Blink 182.
Oh, all right.
Oh, wow.
Very nice. Very nice. So I saw that you guys have you got the single that came out. What was it? April. What's so funny?
Yeah.
And I think you had another one that was out. What was it? Bad.
December. Yeah, bad things.
Yeah, bad things. And so, are you? What's the plan? I mean, because I've got your first, the EP. I think it's like 6 songs. What's the plan for those singles? You're going to keep doing singles, or you're going to put another album out?
We got a couple more lined up. We'll release those when it makes sense. We're looking to probably do an EP in the fall, probably something that'll be a different vibe entirely than what we've put out so far this year.
It's going to be a little more fun.
Oh, all right. Now you got me intrigued.
You should be.
So what kind of shows are you guys looking forward to? Because things are starting to open up. What are you looking forward to later this summer? That any places you want to go that you haven't been? You said you guys had been out in Iowa.
Yeah. What I'd like to do is travel this year, because we haven't really done a whole lot of touring proper this year, at all. Right. So right now, actually, we're looking into getting a vehicle to do that with.
Nice.
And I don't want to be home this summer. I want to be out playing my music to people that care to hear it. At any place in particular, really. Like, I didn't think Iowa was going to be what it was, and
Iowa was
the best show
nuts.
I've ever played.
Yeah.
Nashville.
Really?
Nashville. You guys got to go to Nashville.
Nashville's sweet. I'd love to go to like New Orleans or like go out to the desert or something.
Yeah.
Austin, Texas. You gotta go. You gotta get down the south, because these people, they go out and they love music. Especially try to go to Florida. Florida's a big entertainment area.
Yep.
You guys
and
do really well there.
There's a couple of bands from Detroit that have done that circuit out into Texas, down south.
For sure. Lucid Furs come to mind for sure. Those are the homies.
Yeah.
Yeah, another friend of ours out in Wisconsin, they're a band called 20 Watt Tombstone.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of them.
Yeah. They're the ones that actually hooked us up with the Iowa gig, and back in the Red Baron days, they actually took us out, and we played 3 days out there all across Wisconsin. So, they're always in our corner for that stuff. So I'd like to keep working with them as much as possible. And that's the other half of going out and playing these shows in different places, is you meet so many incredible people and musicians, and it can change you. You can see a band that no one's heard of except you and the people in the room you're standing in, and it's absolutely the best thing you've ever heard. So, and I'm not trying to sound any kind of way, but we've probably been that band for somebody, and I love that feeling, when you see something that is special in that moment.
Carry Nation.
It's very cool to be able to go into a show, a small show, and just discover something. Like I said before, when I kind of stumbled upon you guys, I was like blown away. I'm looking really forward to seeing you guys live, in person, as opposed to the videotape. But there's a lot of that where you kind of just stumble into something and you're like, wow, this is fantastic. Hey, there's
Yeah,
Joey's.
if I may shamelessly plug, your next chance to catch us at like a live open setting, 26th of June at Parts and Labor. We're going to be doing this biker party over there. And
Cool.
Justin, he's the absolute homie. So if you're supporting that place, like, you know, those are our people, you know. They're
Awesome.
the greatest.
Cool. Very cool. Yeah, I've seen some. I haven't been there yet, but I have seen that there's been some cool shows happening out that way. So that's very cool.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
about
absolutely.
to start doing the. Me and Jordan both work there actually. They're about to start doing every Tuesday starting May 25th. They're going to be doing open jazz night. So they got like a jazz band that's there, and you can go up and play some jazz standards with them if you want to.
And he's also booked for live music every Saturday through June.
Yep.
Wow.
And I'm working on the June dates currently for him.
Cool. Very cool. Awesome. So if you guys could go out like on the road with a band, who would be the kind of dream tour that you would like to do?
You want to tour with
any at
Nickelback.
all.
Are we talking like local bands or like national acts?
National. Like if a national band that came through and they're looking for a young, awesome rock band, they said, "Hey, we want to pick up Edison Hollow." What band would you want that to be?
Buck Cherry.
Yeah.
I'm kidding, not Buck Cherry.
No, it's the Rival Sons for me.
Rival Sons for sure. Foo Fighters would be awesome.
Oh my God, yes.
Royal Blood.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think it's
I think it would be interesting to open up the Steel Panther as well.
That would be
Oh.
They sell out everywhere they go.
Nickelback.
Fuck you.
You know, yeah, I don't know. I'm not
I
going
mean, if
there.
it meant getting on the road,
Are you
I'd
about to
tour with
defend Nickelback?
No, not at all. I am not
they
a
were
Nickelback
pretty-
fan at all.
For what it's worth.
That sea shanty version of Rockstar's pretty funny.
I was dumbfounded when my friend showed that to me. I was like, holy shit. And it's like actually them. No, it's them.
No, it's that band that says featuring the.
Oh.
That's that, yeah.
Oh, that honestly makes it a little better, but it's still not.
Oh man. So, did anybody else have questions for them for Edison Hollow?
I
Because I've
do.
been kind of taking it over. Yeah, go for it.
Who? I have a question for Aaryn, and Jordan and Tyler. How did you guys meet? Because I don't know that story. I know everything else, but not how Aaryn became with you guys.
Well, you know how me and Jordan met.
Well, yeah, definitely. I was there. It was the defining moment for me. It was like, oh my God, they need to be together. But Aaryn, I don't know how he came about.
We met through Justin Pullum that runs Parts and Labor now, basically.
Oh.
And then when we needed a drummer, I remembered Aaron's skills pretty much stood out to me. So then I remembered that he was a dope drummer, and I just hit him up like, hey.
Yeah, I've been in a ton of bands. 2 different bands that I've been in played with Red Baron at the Rockery at like separate shows.
And
So
that,
like, yeah,
those were both booked by Justin.
Oh, that's awesome. Cool.
they were. Yeah.
You all belong together. And I know how you came along, Dave. I was there.
Okay.
Dave's origin story.
The
Anybody
funny
else
thing
have-
about Dave though is we did have to ask him like 2 or 3 times to join the band.
Yeah, Dave didn't want to join.
He wouldn't join us. I had to hound him.
I don't know. Maybe he wasn't loud enough when he answered you. Sometimes he's really quiet and it's like, what?
That's Dave.
No, it was over text. He definitely said no.
Oh.
It wasn't a straight up like, no, fuck you. It was like,
no.
You guys need someone better. Like, you guys are really fucking good. You guys need someone that, you know.
No, we need this guy. That's why I asked.
Yeah.
Now
So
we
he did.
got it.
He didn't put it in all caps. He left it
No,
kind of.
no.
It wasn't like-
it was humble.
Yeah,
It was
it
humble.
wasn't like no.
Yeah.
Like, ew, no.
Right.
You guys a bunch of dads?
Yeah. Then there's a little shit pile emoji. Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Anybody else got questions?
Yeah,
for
do
the
you guys
band?
have a just the title of your work, the song you're working on? Just a little bit of a teaser. Does it have a name? Does it have a sound? What's the
The one of the next singles we're putting out? Is that what you're asking about?
yeah, just a little teaser.
One of the two songs.
Okay, well, one of them's called Body's Guest. I don't know when that's gonna come out. I don't know when either of them are gonna come out because we have other things up the chain that need to be seen. So
What they're gonna sound like?
yeah, the other one is called Drugs, and it's like if you've heard the record, our debut record, the last song on there called "I Failed You." It's in that same sort of vein, but it's got a little more rock instrumentation to it.
Cool. Yeah, that's a great tune. I love that tune.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's really good.
I have a question.
Go for it.
Yes, Mom.
When's the music video coming out?
Soon.
Can I answer this one?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so it's gonna be done within the next couple days, but we have some behind the scenes stuff going on right now. We had I'm not gonna name drop anything yet, but we had someone reach out to us expressing interest in our music, so they want to take a look at it. So we might be looking to remix the song that the music video's for, and the video will come out with an updated mix of the song.
Wow, cool.
Awesome.
Ain't nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
That's very exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Holy cow. Very cool. So many things to be intrigued about. This is fantastic.
There's a lot going on, man. We haven't
We've been working so hard.
even when quarantine hit. I mean, 7 days after they shut the state down, we put a record out. So we haven't stopped.
We
awesome.
didn't practice for like maybe 2 months, and then
Yeah.
after the 2 months, we just were collectively like, "Yo, we like need this.
Well,
like
see,
we got to do something."
Back when the virus first was a thing, my job at the time was actually transporting dead people.
Seriously?
Yeah, so like they would die, right?
Yeah.
And then I would get them and I would take them to the funeral home and get them ready to be dead forever. So
Whoa, dude.
I was doing that when COVID hit. So I wasn't worried about myself. I just didn't want to get anyone sick, you know.
Yeah.
Jordan's dad's older and I got an older parent and
Brothers.
I'm
sorry.
I didn't want
Jesus, she fell into the San Francisco Bay.
Yeah. I didn't want to jeopardize anybody's health, so we didn't get together for a couple months. But then after that, it's pretty much been business as usual, pandemic or not. We've done, we do these Twitch live streams from here every now and again to supplement shows, and
you did a
we
stream.
played some shows
Yeah,
when we weren't maybe supposed to, but
and you guys did a stream from Grove, didn't you?
Yeah, we did too, actually. That was really fun. We played the grand opening of Parts and Labor Bar in Melvindale.
Nice.
that was that period at the end of last year when they opened some things up and then they shut it right back down.
Yeah.
So
you look that one.
Yeah. Very nice.
Talks of having
Anybody else
a
got questions
house?
for Edison
I
Hollow?
mean, all great band
What'd you
house
say?
where you guys all live together. So
What do you say?
I don't know what you said, bud.
I said, is there any talks of having a band house? All great bands live together at one point, and when they're getting up,
It's actually going to be a castle. A castle or a pyramid?
Oh.
I haven't decided yet.
I don't know.
Here's what it is. Here's what it is, okay? I live 5 minutes from Jordan. I can see Jordan 8 hours a day probably if I wanted to, not including 8 hours sleep and 8 hours at work. I work with Aaryn. I see Aaryn anywhere from 8 to 14 hours a day. So I think we kind of do live together. We just sleep in beds that are a few miles apart.
That's funny. And so is Aaryn carting dead people around too?
No, we don't do that.
No, I got him a job at this construction place.
I had to get out of that gig, buddy. Yeah. So me and him build cabinets now.
Yep.
Much easier lifestyle.
Nice.
Well, when I die, you guys can come and get me and drive me around somewhere special. I don't know, anywhere. Have a party.
It'll get you in the carpool lane finally.
They'll still give you a ticket though if you speed. Fun fact.
Oh man. So I've got one last question for everybody. So first, thank you so much, guys, for being on Fans with Bands.
Hey, thank you for having us, man.
The question is a super controversial question, so hopefully nobody will be offended.
Yes.
But the question is, pineapple or no pineapple on pizza?
No. Sorry.
Absolutely.
No. Oh boy.
Pie.
Extra pineapple.
Oh, Dave.
Or split.
No, that's a hard no.
It's a hard pie.
I like pineapple, love it actually, but it has to be cold and crisp. I can't do that warm.
Warm, yeah. I don't
Okay.
blame you.
Love it.
Shane, how about you, man?
100%, man. Hawaiian pizza, rock solid.
Nice, very nice. Stephanie,
Oh, definitely. I'm with Dave. Extra.
really?
Mhm.
Wow. All right. Jennifer.
I do like pineapple on pizza, but I haven't had it in many years. But like a good like Hawaiian barbecue pineapple pizza is delicious.
Wow. And how about Mike? Does he like?
Mike's went to bed.
Yeah. He took the advice of Tyler. I haven't seen him, but I don't think he likes pineapple on pizza.
All right.
He's a meat guy.
Very nice. Well, thank you guys so much again for being on Fans with Bands.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Yeah, can't wait to see you live in person. It'll be awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks again, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Thanks again to Tyler, Jordan, Aaryn, and Dave of Edison Hollow, as well as fans Chene, Bashar, Stephanie, Jennifer, Mike, Iro, Eric, and Joey for joining me on this episode of Fans with Bands. Be on the lookout for Edison Hollow coming to your town this summer, and stay tuned for new music coming this fall. See the show notes for all the details and links. These are tough times for everyone in the creative industries such as music. Your support of live streaming, purchasing music, and merchandise is critical. If you can help out your local artists, please do. If you are in the Michigan area, consider following the Playing in the Detroit Area Tonight Facebook page. It is a place for fans and bands to support each other and share our combined love of music. Thank you all so much for listening. Be sure to hit subscribe on your favorite podcast service to get each and every episode of Fans with Bands. Spread the word by rating the show and leaving a comment. We want to hear what you think. You can keep in touch by following us on social media. This is a Life in Michigan production. Until next time, be well and kick out the jams.